Hey everybody, it's Julie. Welcome to Hello Monday. Today I'm kind of breaking out of my habit and stamping on a different color other than white. I normally always reach for white first thing, but today I wanted to try something different. So I'm working on some Basil gold coins. I love, love, love the rich hue of this cardstock, and I had some scrap laying around. I was like, I wonder if I can pull this off, so let's try it. And I'm going to take this flower pot image by Savvy Stamps, and I'm going to do some omitting, which means I'm going to color different parts of the image with different colors of ink. And I'm using pigment inks. These are by Avery L. And I love the saturation that pigment inks will give me when I'm stamping onto colored cardstock. They're going to remain much more true than a dye ink would on a deep colored cardstock like that gold coins. So I'm just going to come in and ink up the different areas with the sponge dauber, and I'm using a damp baby wipe to remove any color from areas that I don't want it, so then I can come in with the next color. I'm using Hero Arts white on those little buds to make them pop there. And I love the end result. When you stamp this, you're going to find that the colors remain much more true. And then to do some shading, I'm going to take my watercolor pencils. You could use regular colored pencils, but I had my watercolor pencils handy, so I just grabbed those, and I'm just not going to wet them, of course. And I'm just actually making some flicking motions at the base of the leaves and along the base of the flower with these watercolor pencils to kind of add some shading. I don't want to completely cover up the ink color that I've laid down. I just wanted to give it more depth and dimension by adding a little bit of this shading. So I'm just going to do that until I'm happy, and then I'll come in with a blue. And it doesn't have to be a matching blue. It just has to be kind of similar in tone and a little bit deeper to kind of help give you that shading effect. And then again, I'm not coloring particularly carefully or anything. I'm just kind of doing a flicking motion from the base of that flower to give it some shading and toning down there in that area. And then I'm going to take an awesome sentiment by Avery L. This is the Modern Leaves, and I love the font work in this particular set. And I think it goes really well with this flower pod. So I'm going to go ahead and ink that up with some Versamark, and I've just realized it was upside down. I have to be careful because sometimes I do that, and then it's like, oh shoot. And then I'm just going to go ahead and emboss that with some gold embossing powder onto some black cardstock. And this is licorice cardstock. I always have a lot of scraps in my bin, so I just reach for those to use those up before I cut into a fresh sheet. And then I haven't used my Shape and Tape, my beloved Shape and Tape. I love this black and white Shape and Tape. I just can't get enough of it. And I always have an extra package laying around because I never want to run out. It's such a standard, like staple. It's like it can go with so many different things. So I'm just going to take the polka dot pattern and lay a strip of that down. I'm just kind of guessing a little bit on my layout. And I just partially removed the liner paper because I wasn't sure exactly where I was going to put that focal panel. So now that I've got that set, and I actually tore that bottom edge. You can cut it if you prefer that, but I like the torn edge look. And I love that washi tape is so translucent that what's underneath it kind of shows through a little bit from underneath. And so that's kind of why, some people are like, why not you just use pattern paper? Well, I love pattern paper too, but I love that translucent effect that you can get with the washi tape. It just kind of, I don't know, it's just fun to have that paper color beneath kind of show through. So I'm going to pop up that focal panel with some foam dots, and then I'm going to take the black gold embossed greeting, which I trimmed out, and I'm going to double mount some foam tape on the end that's hanging over the edge there so that I have equal height as it's going across. So it's got one piece on the left hand side as it's going on top of the focal panel, and then it's double foamed on the right hand side so that it doesn't sag. You know how I hate saggage. And then just for a finishing touch and give it a little bit more polish, I'm going to take my gold gel pen. Here I was wishing I had a Wink of Luna pen. It's on my it's in my shopping cart right now because I think it would have been easier to create that brush stroke effect that I wanted with that brush tip on the Wink of Luna. But you could use the Uniball gel pen too to get that type of effect. And I think it looks so pretty and really helps set off and finish the whole card. Thanks for watching.